Hey, what's going on? Chris Wozkowski here from the emailcopywriter.com, and we're going on a little trip. You're going to see where we're going in just a second. But today I want to talk about why I love email copywriting. It's not like the most actionable thing in the world, right? But, you know, a lot of people talk about, like, what's your why? What's your why? Like, why do you do what you do? Why do you work so hard? Why do you put in the long hours and go through all the shit that you got to deal with to build the business that you want to have? And for me, a lot of it has to do with, you know, freedom through leverage. And that's what I've learned is really cool about email copywriting and email marketing and becoming really, really good at it. This building right here, actually, pretty fun fact, this is actually where I used to work, first teaching job. When I was working at that school, the one thing that I thought about every single day was, how the hell am I gonna get out of this day job? And not just quit, because I know I'm gonna just quit, right? But it's being able to build up your business, your side business. You know, it was a side hustle for me, which eventually became a full-time gig, writing emails for clients. But it's like building it up to the point where you can support yourself and replace what you're earning. And what I learned is that freedom comes through leverage, right? And that's the thing I'm going to keep going back to. Freedom comes through leverage, freedom through leverage. And what that just means is that when you have a medium, marketing medium, like email marketing, where you have a list, or maybe you're working with clients who have a list, and they have good products and a good list and good offers, and you could just write emails and sell their product, the sky is the limit. What I've learned is that it doesn't take any longer for you to write an email to one person than it does for you to write the same email to 1 million people. It's the same amount of time involved, right? So that's what we mean when we say leverage. When you can infinitely increase the profitability of what you're doing without having to take any more time, the same amount of time regardless, that is where you're going to achieve scale and freedom and profitability. And, you know, I always tell this story, I tell a lot of stories, obviously, from the clients that we've worked with. But there was one client in particular that we worked with a while back, towards the beginning of when I started my agency. And she was kind of doing everything by herself in her business. She was even making the products by hand, doing fulfillment and everything. But one thing that she got so excited about was she told us a story about her first ever Black Friday campaign. And she had, you know, a small list. I want to say, I don't know, maybe about 3,000 people or so. So not a huge list, but not a tiny list either, right? And she didn't really know what she was doing with email marketing, but she was kind of trying some different things. And on Black Friday, a few years back, she managed to send, I think she sent like 2 emails. She sent one in the morning, one in the evening. She made like 13 grand in sales. She said her jaw was just on the floor because she was like, holy crap, like I literally just made $13,000 appear out of thin air by typing words into a box and hitting send. And we have hundreds of stories like this from students and, you know, people that we've worked with, people that we've coached, where they're just amazed because if you have an email list and you have good products, or if you're working with someone who has an email list and good products, like you literally just type in a few words. You type up a quick story, you make a little segue to a pitch, inject your product link right there, and you send that out, and money comes in. Money comes in like crazy sometimes. We've had clients where we've done emails where they might make $138,000 from a single email. It's absurd, the amount of leverage. The funny thing is about those emails is those emails might take 20 minutes to write. So why do I love email copywriting? Why do I do this? Why do I work so hard at this? Because we have an opportunity that many people have never had ever in the history of humanity. I mean, think back hundreds of years, think back thousands of years, like these marketing mediums did not exist, or if anything near close to it did exist, you weren't allowed to access it, right? It was for people who, you know, had means or who were nobility or whatever it is. Like, we have a truly like democratized way to earn as much money as you want. You could start a business today, right now. You could start a new business. You could start building your list. You could create a product and have it up and ready for sale in an hour or two. And then as long as you have a list, or you have a message, or you have something you can help people with, you can start making money from it. It's just crazy. It's absurd when you think about, you know, what we have, the opportunity that we have. And it's not just me, it's not just Chris Wozkowski, it's anyone. It's you who's watching this video, right? You can build a list. You can create products and sell them and make a ton of money in a very leveraged way. So that's why I love email marketing, email copywriting, because you need, if you're going to replace what you're doing right now, if you're going to improve your situation in life and make more money and get to a point of higher leverage, like, you need to figure out what is going to be the medium that you're going to use. For me, what I've always found is email is that thing. email is the thing that's going to help you achieve freedom. When you have a list, you'll never have to work a job again, ever in your life. That's the thing. That's what I've learned. Or if you have enough clients and you can write emails that sell, you're never going to have to worry about money ever again. You're never going to have to worry about a paycheck. You're never going to have to worry about... I remember when I was making $5,000 a month before taxes at the teaching job, which wasn't bad. It's not a terrible salary, right? But there's days when we'll do more than $5,000 in sales, like single days. Right now, my business isn't even huge yet. And that's the thing. Some businesses, they make even more, through email, just literally typing words into a box. And at the end of the day, I'm just always so amazed that we live in this time and have this opportunity to literally write words into a box on a computer screen and click a button, and then you can send out your emails and your messages and your content, and people respond positively. And the reason why, obviously, is because you're giving them solutions to their problems, right? Like, you are someone who creates content or creates programs or has offers and physical products and things like that solve people's problems. And when you are someone who can solve problems at scale, like Naval Ravikant says, you're gonna have a very good life. So that's why I'm so big on email marketing, and that's why I work on it every single day. And there's a lot of different ways to make money. There's a lot of different ways to build a business and build an awesome life. But man, email is just crazy. It's just crazy, the amount of leverage and the amount of the little time that you can take. I'll just leave you with one last thing. There's a lot of days when my entire day is centered around me waking up and sending an email. And there's days when I'll send an email and, hey, we made $2,000 today. I don't have to do anything the rest of the day. What else do you have to do at that point? It's like, if you wake up, you spend the first hour of the day, you make some money appear. You could do more work, obviously, but you don't necessarily have to, right? And that's a function of obviously building your list and having good products, and then writing really good emails that help people get into these products so they can solve their problem. Paul Mort, who's a friend and mentor of mine, a guy that I learned a lot from over the years, listening to his podcast and things, but he had this quote. I always quote him on this, and he says that whenever he makes a sale, it's a win-win-win-win. And the reason why is because the person who he sells to gets a win, because now their problem is getting solved because they get to work with Paul. That person's family is now going to benefit, because once that person solves the problem, that person's family benefits as well, because their life and their business gets better. Paul wins because he gets paid, and Paul's family gets paid because now they have more money to do things. And when I heard him, he probably explains the quote a little bit better than me, but when I heard him explain that quote, I was like, that is the essence of email marketing, because you're just doing that win-win-win-win situation. You're just replicating that at scale over and over again. The thing is, your business can really be as simple as just writing emails. Whether you're a copywriter and you're writing for clients, I've had clients before where they're paying a mid-4-figure retainer, and all I'm doing is waking up and writing an email every single day. And then, okay, well, how many of those clients could you take? If it takes you half an hour to work on that client's projects, could you have 4, 5, 6 clients like that? Of course, you might not want that many, but you can, right? That's the option. And then obviously, once you have your own brand and you have your own list and your own products, you could literally live a lifestyle where you're just writing 1 email a day, or not even. You could write 4 times a week. It doesn't really matter at that point. Of course, if you're making a lot of sales every time, you're probably going to want to send a lot more, right? And that's at your discretion. But I'm telling you, email marketing, pretty legit. I'm going to keep talking about it. I love it. I think it's awesome. And obviously, if you're watching this channel and you're into my stuff, then, I'm hoping that I can help you learn how to harness that power and develop this superpower, because when you learn how to write emails that sell, your life is never going to be the same. The first time you send out an email and you make $1,000 from doing that, and that email took you 10 minutes to write or 20 minutes to write, you're going to be like, holy shit, what have I been doing my entire life? What the hell is wrong? Like, why didn't I start doing this 10 years ago? And it's fine. There's nothing you can do. What do they say? The first best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. Second best time is today, right? So that's a decision you got to make for yourself. Obviously, if you're following me, I'm going to keep on showing up every day and teaching you something valuable and teaching you how to develop this superpower of email marketing. And obviously, if you want more, you want to learn how to do this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video. Drop a comment for me below. Posting new videos like this every single week. Every single week, I'm going to try to give you something that's going to help you learn how to write better emails, so that you can live this lifestyle where you're just writing emails or writing emails for clients, and you're doing work that is so high leverage and so valuable that you are never going to have to worry about money ever again. And that's the goal, right? So that's what I got. Make sure you sign up for my email list if you're not there already. theemailcopywriter.com. Grab a free copy of my book, Make It Rain. It's obviously going to show you how to make it rain. That's why I titled it that. So take a look, take a read, get on the list. You'll be hearing from me soon, and get out there and kick some ass. All right, later.